Testament of Job, chapter 4. And my children, after having taken charge of the service, took their meals each day along with their three sisters, beginning with the older brother, and made a feast. I rose up in the morning and offered 50 rams and 19 sheep as a sin offering for them, and what remained as a residue was consecrated to the poor. And I said to them, take these as residue and pray for my children. Perhaps my sons have sinned before the Lord, speaking in haughtiness of spirit. We are children of this rich man. All these goods are ours. Why should we be servants of the poor? In speaking thus in a haughty spirit, they may have provoked the anger of God, for overbearing pride is an abomination before the Lord. So I brought oxen as offerings to the priest at the altar, saying, may my children never think evil towards God in their hearts. While I lived in this manner, the seducer could not bear to see the good I did, and he demanded the warfare of God against me. And he came on me cruelly. First he burnt up the large number of sheep, then the camels, then he burnt up the cattle and all my herds, for they were captured not only by enemies, but also by such as had received benefits from me. And the shepherds came and announced that to me. But when I heard it, I gave praise to God and did not blaspheme. And when the seducer learned of my fortitude, he plotted new things against me. He disguised himself as the king of Persia and besieged my city. And after he had led off all that were therein, he spoke to them in malice, saying in boastful language, this man Job, who has obtained all the goods of the earth and left nothing for others, had destroyed and torn down the temple of God. Therefore I will repay to him what he has done to the house of the great God. Now come with me, and we will pillage all that is left in his house. And they answered and said to him, he has 7 sons and 3 daughters. Take heed lest they flee into other lands, and they may become our tyrants, and then come over us with force and kill us. And he said, do not be afraid at all. I have destroyed his flock and his wealth by fire. I have captured the rest, and behold, I will kill his children. And having spoken this, he went and threw the house on my children and killed them. And my fellow citizens, seeing that what was said by him had become true, came and pursued me and robbed me of all that was in my house. And I saw with my own eyes the pillage of my house, and men without culture and without honor sat at my table and on my couches, and I could not remonstrate against them, for I was exhausted like a woman with her loins let loose from multitude of pains, remembering chiefly that this warfare had been predicted to me by the Lord through his messenger. And I became like one who, when seeing the rough sea and adverse wind, while the landing of the vessel is mid-ocean, is too heavy, cast the burdens into the sea, saying, I wish to destroy all this only in order to come safely into the city, so that I may take as profit the rescued ship and the best of my things. Thus I managed my own affairs. But there came another messenger and announced to me the ruin of my own children, and I was shaken with terror. And I tore my clothes and said, the Lord has given, the Lord has taken, as it has deemed best to the Lord. Thus it has come to be. May the name of the Lord be blessed.